Apple support.
Pour le français, tapez 9.
Calls are recorded for evaluation to train personnel and improve contact center technologies. Let me look up your phone number. If you're calling about charges on your account, say billing. Otherwise, what Apple product or service are you calling about?
MacBook Air.
Was that MacBook Air? Yes or no?
Yes.
After you're finished with the advisor, we'd like to text you a link to a brief survey so you can tell us how we did. Carrier rates may apply. Would you like to take the survey?
No.
Okay, let me get someone to help you. Apple's limited warranty is in addition to your rights as a consumer. To learn more, visit apple.com/legal.
Thank you for calling AppleCare. My name is Jan. Could I have your name, please?
Hi, Jan. Good morning. It's Sita. I'll spell it out for you. SITA.
And your last name?
KAITH.
Thank you. Could you share with me, please, your email address?
It's the first name, SITA, dot Toronto, TORONTO, @gmail.com.
Thank you. Let me get all of this plugged in and we'll go forward.
Okay, but I have a different Apple ID.
Okay, can you tell me what your Apple ID is then?
Sure. It's 0, the number 0, Luke, LUKE, DALLA, BONA, @gmail.com.
Okay, so that's 0, L as in Larry, U as in ukulele.
No. Hold. Say it again slowly.
I'm sorry. So we have 0, and then L as in Larry, U as in ukulele, K as in kite, E as in Edward, D as in dog, A as in apple, L as in Larry, L as in Larry, A as in apple, B as in boy, O as in Oscar, N as in Nancy, A as in apple at gmail.com. Is that correct?
Perfect.
Okay, great. Let me plug this in for us. Okay, and is this your Apple ID?
It is.
Okay, will it come up under a different name?
That's right. It comes up under Luke Dalabana.
And that is you?
That's an X.
Okay, well, is that you?
That's me. Because I want
Okay,
I want to screen share, and once they connect with that Apple ID, it's my computer.
Okay, well, we can do that, but I also need the ID that I can email you with. So would you be able to supply that for me, please?
The ID that you can email me at is the email address I gave you, sita.toronto@gmail.com.
Got it. Okay, thank you. Okay, and how can I help you today?
Okay, now I want to speak to a senior advisor, please. I want to screen share.
Okay. And can I tell them what the issue is?
Yes, I'm going to go and get my computer erased. I just want to clarify what should not happen once I have it erased. And if it happens again, what's the solution?
Okay, so you have done this once and you've had issues and you want to speak with somebody to be sure that those issues don't return?
Exactly. What am I looking for that should not return? I don't want, I mean, I can say that this XYZ is a problem, but I want them to tell me if it is a problem or not.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not quite understanding what all I need to explain to them.
Yes,
So,
there's some things that's happening on my computer, right? That I think are problematic. I am not sure if Apple senior advisor believes it's problematic because some of them see it as problematic, some of them don't. The senior advisors constantly, uh, some say yes, some say no, so it's difficult to know as a consumer where I stand. So I'm taking the computer in. I'm taking the computer in. I'm gonna wipe it. What am I looking for? What should I check to see that the problem does not reoccur?
okay, can you give me the serial number of the computer?
Absolutely. It is C as in cat, 02, G as in George, G as in George again, 8, 5, F as in Frank, Q as in Q-tip, 6, L as in log, 7.
Okay, that's that. Yeah. Okay, so we have a MacBook Air with in 2020 with the M1 processor.
Correct.
And do you know what version of the operating system you're running?
I do. It is 12.2.1.
Thank you. Now, are these issues performance related?
How would I know what's the difference? How would I know to label
In other
them?
words, are the issues in that it's slowing down and that you have applications that are disappearing, things that shut down on you all the time, or I'm just looking for some way to describe this to
Yes,
senior advisor here.
things keep disappearing from my computer. Disappearing. I mean disappearing. I have to record my screen at night to show what's on my screen because in the morning half of the stuff are gone.
Okay. Okay. Let me get everything in here, and I'll get you over to a senior advisor.
Great. And if you can let them know, I'm just going to repeat myself. I'd like the screen share. That would be fantastic. Thank you.
Okay. Right that in here. Now, they will probably, I can't put the Apple ID that you gave me in the transfer information, so they may ask that of you once again. So,
Okay. And is it possible to get somebody from Canada? I'm in Canada. Or that's not possible.
that's, well, we support North America, so when I transfer you, it's whoever picks up the phone.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay. All right, I'm going to I'm going to put you on hold and get a hold of a senior advisor, and we will go from there, okay?
Thank you very much.
You bet. Thank you. Thank you for holding here, Susan. I have Brandi on the line. She's my senior advisor, and she will work with you from here. So thank you very much for having called, and thank you, Brandi.
Thank you.
Hi, good morning, Brandi. And I understand we're having some issues with your Mac. What's going on?
Well, let's screen share, please, if you don't mind, and I will show you.
Yeah, I'd be happy to help you. This can be recorded for quality assurance purposes. You stop or pause any time. Our screen can automatically hide sensitive information when displayed. What's your Apple ID email address, please?
Okay, it's 0, the number 0, and then it's Luke, Luke, Dalla, Bona at gmail.com.
Okay, one moment. All right. For some reason, that one's not working. Let me try something. Give me just a moment. Look at our. I'm going to send you a quick message. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it's not. For some reason, that is not coming up in my system.
Okay, do you want to read to me what you have, and I'll tell you if it's correct?
0 LUKEDALLADONA
Right, Bona, not Dona, right?
Oh, no, I've got D or D as in dog. Yeah, no. It's just not work. All right, here we go. On my way.
There you are.
Perfect.
There you are. Got it.
Okay, perfect. So what's happening?
Okay, so let me minimize this, and I'm gonna say ignore my screen. I need some housekeeping. I need to do some housekeeping, but everything is organized. I have lots of screenshots that I document what's happening on the Mac, but I'll give you a general gist. Here's the thing. I'm gonna take the Mac in to get it wiped. I want you to identify for me what you see as problems. I'm just going to show you a few things that today I organized them, okay? Show you a few things, and you tell me if it's expected or not expected behavior, okay? So I'm going to look for it when they wipe it. Fantastic. So I'm looking for expected or not expected. Okay. So of all these screenshots, and I've got hundreds and hundreds. This is 286, 262. Oh my gosh, tons. So it's a full-time job documenting this computer because I have no control of it. So let me show you.
Right.
So what happened this morning, and I just cleared it out, and I opened the console again, is console will not give me the logs. Wait, there. No more logs. It wouldn't give me logs. It stops giving me logs. This was at 9:37 this morning. It wouldn't give, the last log was at 9:32. It will not give me logs, okay? Because the logs tells me what's happening on the Mac, and
Right.
it constantly stops giving me logs. It will not give me any logs, okay? So I have to stop it and then start it again. Okay, so this is from this morning, and I want to go over a few things, but this is overall. I tried to summarize it, okay? So here we go. I'm going to go quickly and just tell me expected or not expected. And so this
That's
is
not expected for sure.
right. Yes, thank you for that. Gosh, you know what? I want to deal with more women because I spoke to one of your guys. Swear to God, I spoke to one of your guys and he told me I should not be looking at logs.
Well, okay, so I'm going to give you as general rule, the logs are usually, unless you're a technician, but it sounds like you know what you're doing.
Yeah,
Um,
I think I know what I'm doing, especially I know what's happening on my Mac, right? And so hold on a minute. Wait a minute, hold on. Here it is. Every night, let me go there. Every night, I have to record my screen. I record my screen. Look, this is at every night I recorded. This is 11:24 last night. I record my screen, what's happening on my screen. Everything I record, I have to see my screen because things keep disappearing and changing all the time. Okay, so every night it's a job for me to record what's on my computer. So,
right.
and I should not be doing that.
No,
Good.
you
Okay,
shouldn't have to.
thank you. But because things keep disappearing, I have to. I feel compelled to because things are disappearing. I see what's happening. Okay, so here's the thing. MacBook unboxed on the 12th, a month ago. Today's the 14th. Good, right? There's the time. The time was incorrect. The date was correct. 4:50. Got that? That's important. I'm in Canada, right? On the 12th. Fine. All of that is good. But immediately, remember, it's the 12th at 4:50. Immediately, the log said, and I check everything. It says this user
Right.
on the 12th at 4:49. It says this user is not allowed access to this Windows system right now. Immediately.
Now, at that time, I'm just going to let you know, I can't be 100% sure, but we had some, every once in a while, we will have some system errors, and that was, network in general with the whole thing. And at that time, there were a few things that were happening.
Okay, so
off and on.
Let me show
So
you.
that may not be the end of the world there.
All right. However, once you see the rest of it, you might think differently. Okay? So immediately
Tell me how that happened.
Okay. So immediately tells me I trust the Mac. I think it tells me what's happening on in the system. I absolutely trust it. That's why I look at the logs. Okay? So it tells me that I do not have not allowed. Then it tells me there's a security issue. There's a security issue. Are you able to search that to tell me what it is?
Which one was what?
It's.
Oh no, I do not have. I don't have. Oh, wait a second. Let me see. I don't have a lot of access to all the internal stuff, but I have a lot of it. Give me a second.
Okay.
Let me see what I got. That's interesting. See if I can get it. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Is and iMessage and everything is working. That's usually an installation thing on an update. But an update didn't go all the way through.
Okay.
That's what that means.
So
that's an error in an update. Have you done a recent update?
Nope. when
It
I
was probably attempting to. Do you have automatic updates set? Because it might have been attempting to update that, but that usually
well, here's the
generally
thing.
is.
I have automatic. I think I have it now. Automatic updates.
Mm-hmm.
But at the very beginning of day one, there was a lot of problems, and I'll show you.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to know why my computer had all these problems, so that sent me to the logs to see what's happening. Right. Henceforth, hence this here. Right. Um, but usually I'll turn off Wi-Fi. Right. I'll turn it off
Okay.
and then I look at the log so there's no interference, right? Anyways, that's something that
Right.
happened. So let's go in more and you can see the gist of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So on day one of unboxing, it says your screen is being observed. No visible network. And there's your two screens there, screen and screen, and there's screen and screen there. Okay, it says your screen is being observed. Right? So
Yeah.
problem, yes?
Yeah. These it honestly it feels software-ish when I say there's something wrong with the software of this computer.
Okay. Let me continue. So we have a problem, yes? We have an
Yeah,
issue.
that is definitely not normal.
Thank you very much. All
Do you
right.
use any profiles, any work profiles or anything on this computer?
This is a private computer. It
Okay.
it does not leave my home. And I don't
Okay. So
network
you
with
don't use it for work with any
no,
profiles or any business
nothing.
profiles of
There
management?
should be. Here's the thing. I found in the logs that I'm a managed client. I should not be a managed client.
Okay. Go to the can you look here for me? Right in the apple in the corner.
Yep.
Oh yeah, this. Did you buy this? So go to system preferences. Sorry, my arrow's not working, right?
Okay. Okay. What did you
Go
see
here.
that caught your attention?
System preferences. You bought the computer brand new right out of the
Yeah,
box,
it has
right?
no profile here because
Yeah, no, you're right. How long ago did you buy? You said February?
I unboxed it on February the 12th, but I had it sitting in
Yeah.
my closet for a little while and I didn't unbox it because of COVID and everything.
Well, no, that makes sense.
I had excuses, but I waited a while before I unboxed it. Anyways, um, what I think, what I see on the computer is not what is real. I think that's why I go to the logs. So let me go to the logs. Let me close this. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me close that. So, the genius at the Apple Store told me because data is constantly moving in and out of my Mac, constantly, 24/7. So he told me when I turn this off, Wi-Fi off, the computer will not be looking for a network. So data should not be moving in and out. But on my computer, it's a constant. See that? This, I just opened the computer. There's only 200 packets in and out. But the minute I open the computer, from 0 to hundreds, packets are in and out constantly. Okay, so I'll continue to show you. So I checked.
Yeah, absolutely.
I checked on the computer. I check everything, right? It says my computer
Yeah.
when there's no network, my computer is sending datagrams and it's streaming. So it says packets from this host for unknown unsupported protocol. Okay, so packets is received and packets is sent from this host.
Right.
Now, like
But
I
it shouldn't be sending anything when it's not connected.
thank you. So, oh God, it goes deeper. Hang on, hold your horsey. So here we go. Here we go. So unbox on the 12th, right? But most of my applications are February the 6th, date created, date modified, date added, February the 6th. But the computer was sitting in a closet
In the box.
in a box on February the 6th. Okay? And these things here shared by, and all these three are grayed out. Okay? So, let me
Well, that's normal for those to be grayed out because it wasn't, okay, A, it should not have said that in the first place, but those would have been grayed out because it wasn't connected to an iCloud client at that point.
All right.
but it shouldn't have been trying to connect to anything.
Okay, but why do I have February the 6th here?
That does not make sense to even me.
Right, and it gets deeper. The rabbit hole gets deeper. So the comment, what are comments and what are tags?
What's that?
What are comments and what are tags?
Honestly, I'm not with the tabs. The comments and tags. Tags would be like what the computer's doing with it. Like there shouldn't be anything when it's not doing anything. But comments and tags. Like I said, I'm trained in this, but we don't go necessarily super deep. I do know what's happening is not normal and should not be happening.
Thank you. Okay, I'll ignore that. I don't know what it is. I just look at
I'm
it.
looking right now. Give me a moment. I'm
Okay.
going to find it for you. But you can keep going. I'm still going to work on
Sure.
that.
So here's my applications folder, and here's my utilities folder, and every item is all of them, every single one. Date created, date modified, date added, exactly the same and exactly the same time. All of them. Again, while the computer was in my closet. Okay, so I'm going to continue. And then
that's tags and comments are a way to organize the files and folders.
that's
Like you can add those. That's personal. That has nothing to do with that shouldn't show up. So that's fine. The tags and comments thing is not supposed to be there.
okay. That's not okay. That's fine. I just wanted to know what
Yeah,
they are.
that's
Okay.
if you want to add a tag to find it easier.
Okay, so there's my applications again, just to show you that this date and time exactly, everything is exact the same time. See that?
So now that can happen if the computer, like the date isn't set, the time and date isn't set right. It did say there was a time error in there, but it shouldn't be going back that far if it wasn't out of the box yet. That's really interesting.
Mm-hmm. So then I look here at Launchpad. So these are applications and utilities, right? In the folder via Finder. So then I go to Launchpad, and in Launchpad it doesn't have all the applications. Is that expected behavior?
Which now, one more time, sorry.
So here's my applications folder. It has
Got it.
43 items, right?
Right.
And okay. And here it does not have 43. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 20. It doesn't have all of them, and they're mixed. Okay, look. Okay, if I go in Launchpad, I have other. I have other. Right? But and here's other. I scratched that off, and I didn't know what screenshot was. But it has QuickTime, for example, is here in other, but in the applications folder, it's in the applications folder. They shift back and forth. It's not congruent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm looking at mine right now. Give me 1 second. All right. Yeah, I mean that's how mine looks. But the QuickTime is it's in the other.
It's in other. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna skip over that because the number one thing was the date.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is really strange.
Yes. So here's the thing. So then I go to my install log, and I have miles and miles of date for September the 23rd. Lots of things from September the 23rd. And it says connected process, lots and lots, like pages and pages from the 23rd, but nothing dated February the 6th.
Yeah, no, because it wasn't active at that point.
Right. So why would I have the 23rd, September the 23rd here?
Yeah, this computer is... Something is definitely not right. It's been doing this since you got it?
Yes. Day one.
Obviously.
Right? So should I see, my thought is, when I open the computer, and this is what the Apple Store said, once if they wipe it, it should be like unboxing. So for me, I'm wondering,
Right.
what does that mean? What does unboxing look like? What does normal unboxing look like? Should I see old?
Not like that.
Not like that. Should
It looks, yeah, it would look like your processes, your logs would be starting on the date that you unboxed it, that you opened it up.
oh
Not this, and there wouldn't be any managed or your screens being watched. I mean, it needs to be like erased from the bottom up.
okay. So I should not see any logs previous to the moment I open it. Right here.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that because I think you should know that you might know this that not every senior advisor is the same quality.
I'm sorry.
It's,
I mean, it should be like that.
no, it's awful sometimes. Okay, so I look at the logs and it says user
Sorry.
changed. User changed.
Uh-huh.
Start observing new user. I should
Did you
be
add a second?
no.
Have you added a second user? No? A test user?
Nope, no test user, no nothing. That is why I'm bringing it to your
It's
attention.
acting like a managed computer,
Yes, it's a managed computer. It's a managed computer
but
now,
it's not.
but it shouldn't be. And
No, that's what I'm saying.
okay, so you see that change
I
user?
don't see any third-party antivirus, anything like that.
Do I have it?
Yeah, do you use it? It doesn't look like it, but I'm just asking.
No. One of your advisor had asked me to download malware bytes, right? But malware bytes didn't find anything. I don't know.
Right, no.
Maybe because it's not a virus, it's a managed computer. Anyways, so there's
No,
an
this isn't a managed computer isn't a virus, but it just seems like this one was preset for, like business or education, like a managed profile, and it thinks it's managed, but there's nothing there. But it's acting and behaving like a managed computer.
right, but in the logs it shows that I'm a managed client. So I'll show you. So then I search what is remote D because I keep seeing a lot of remote. So I look for remote D and it's a way to manage computers on a network. Remember that it's a network, right?
Right.
Of course. So then I saw remote service and it says Apple preference, Apple ID, preference, remote service discovery. And remote device is a unique of type and it's not found.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
Right. But it's still remote.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like it feels from it definitely.
So let me go up and then client interface. Right? The process is remote. Remote, where XPC is remote. What is XPC, by the way? I see it all over the place. And why would plugins be loaded? Who would load plugins or do they automatically load?
Certain plugins automatically load.
Okay, I'm going to go
And
on.
certain ones are native to the computer.
Okay, so launch Apple Remote. All of this is remote.
Yeah.
Remote is
Some of
always
those.
it's always running.
Do you have them set up to share a network with other computers or anything?
Ask me again.
Do you have it set up to share with other computers in the network or anything like that?
Have you noticed that I'm anal about security?
I know. That's what I'm like. That doesn't.
Never.
Okay.
No. That's why I check the logs because I know I should not be sharing. I know I did not airdrop or anything like that. Nothing like that. No. But remote is always running according to this, right? And then it says I am remote, right? Okay.
Right.
Okay. And then in the install log, it tells me it seems that I'm a client and I'm entitled for destructive operations. And that's what's happening 24/7. Hence the need to look at the logs. Moving on. Oh, and this is from the 12th, but I have miles and miles from the September the 23rd, 2021. The logs I told you about, okay? Log messages. Anyways, here's pin report. Is this page supposed to be empty?
Right here. Let's see. Which page?
This spin report in console.
I don't think I'm seeing the same page. Unless mine froze up. The system report, I mean, what do you mean should it be blank? It should be telling you daily what's going on.
Okay, so I'm going to pull mine up now.
Okay.
Mine is blank. There it is. This is live. Everything is grayed out.
Okay, I think my computer quit sharing. Give me just a second. It got stuck. I'm going to send a request again.
Okay.
And it was 0.
Luke
One more time.
Dalabana.
Yep. Got it.
Oh, hang on. I'll wait for you to connect and then I'll continue.
Okay, one more time with the email address. Sorry.
0 LUKE DALLA BONA @gmail.com.
It was working just fine a minute ago. 0 Luke DALLA
Mm-hmm.
BONA.
Right.
Okay, that's one. I don't know what's going on. 1 second. Sorry, my computer is pitching a fit this morning. Okay. I'm almost there again. I don't know why it's
There you are.
all right, yeah, it just wants to take its sweet time.
All right. So here we were at, by the way, if we get disconnected and I get a lot of disconnection, take my phone number, please.
Absolutely.
647 915 7422.
It cut out. 647
915
915
7422.
7422. There we go. Actually got it.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So
perfect.
should spin report in console be blank?
Depends on what it's doing, but yeah, it should not be blank if it's been working. If you've had it off and nothing's happened, yeah, it should be blank. But if the computer's running in the background, no. So
Mine is always blank.
always blank. Okay.
Yeah, doesn't matter. I do not walk away from my computer. I don't know why it's blank, but it's not giving me anything here in spin report. So that should not happen, right?
Well, it depends. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to tell you that one is not necessarily normal, but it sounds like it's been a thing. Other people have reported having an issue with that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's an issue.
And usually running a disk repair will fix that.
Okay. So I'm going to continue.
Gotcha.
So throughout the computer, I see a lot of operations not supported, operations not allowed, some things do not exist. And this is a Wi-Fi log, and it says operation not supported, airport it's not supported, whatever it's connecting to is not supported. Okay?
Do you use an airport time capsule or anything like that?
Sorry? Do I use my
Do you use an airport time capsule to connect?
No. Basic Wi-Fi, that's it. So when it says not supported, I'm thinking Exactly, that's what it means. It's not. It's
Well,
happening
it's
on.
not. That it's not. The airport is mostly obsolete now with the M1 Max. So it's not supported, but it's obviously looking for some kind of um, airport. But that's not supported. It shouldn't be supported. That's
Right.
normal.
Okay. So I have 6 hours 52 minutes, but it doesn't show here. Why is that?
I'm showing what?
6 hours 52 minutes of usage, but it doesn't show down here.
Well, it's showing the app.
Right? But
It's
2 hours
showing, wait.
44, 2 hours 15.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't add up. Yes.
2, 3, close. But what's the gray?
Uh,
Actually, you know what? I'll come back to the gray. Hold on, I'll come back to gray.
The gray is usually sleep or downtime, or just when it's not nothing's happening.
Okay,
Gray
that's
is usually like sleep.
okay. That's not
In
true on my
between.
computer, and I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, that's not true.
Okay.
Okay, so everything I do goes to Safari networking. If I send an email, it goes to Safari networking. If I send my screenshots to be printed at Staples, it all goes to Safari networking. Everything goes to Safari networking. Everything I do, right, goes to Safari networking. So I'm thinking,
Right.
do you want to comment on that? The networking is a networking of computers.
No, Safari networking is actually the use of the Safari website itself. It's not networking between computers.
Okay.
You're okay on that one. That one does not mean the other stuff. Like I said, the managed thing worries me. That is normal. The Safari networking is actually just Safari
Well, I'm
working with the other website.
okay, because right here there's Studio YouTube. I'm uploading something to YouTube, and nothing was going to YouTube. See, it's uploading here. Everything was going to Safari networking. That's why I bring your attention to it.
Right, because the Safari network, Safari is the thing that's doing all the moving. Even though it's YouTube, Safari, it's doing it via Safari.
All right, so I'm gonna skip that one. Okay.
So that one shouldn't be. That shouldn't be as big of a concern.
Okay, we'll leave that one. There's I see manage client, and I put in the what I saw in the log, com.apple manage client.startup. Okay, and it tells me that means the system is controlled or managed via server, right? Users and groups. Okay,
Right.
good. So I'm manage client here. Manage client, MDM client, right? And in my console, it's constantly not giving me the category. Here, see, it's missing. Subcategory is also missing. It will not give me. Okay, anyways, I'm on manage client. So MDM manage client. So it says warning, manage client, operation not permitted. Okay, go to next one. MDM client, manage client. It's all over the place that I'm a managed client. In the
But managed client is generally the use of the main user, like the main user and users and groups. Like your admin account is also a managed client. Like it's the one that controls everything and gives permissions. But so that will come up as managed client because that's the one that manages the rest of the computer. Doesn't mean that there's a profile there, but the fact that it said earlier that there was something watching and there's a profile, that confuses me.
Yeah, it confuses me as well because I know if I have to record my screen every night because things disappear.
So you shouldn't have to control or record your screen every night. That's not normal.
Right, that's a problem. Is because there's a problem.
Right.
Okay, and then I see kernel manager D. I see that in the log, so I decide to find out what is that, right? It's a process for third-party apps, right? That controls kernel extensions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So there it is. Because I see manager D all over the managed manager D.
Right.
everywhere, right?
Which would be the admin account.
Yes. So I see power is this here. There's a lot of things that's always running, constantly running, login D constantly running. Unknown key for importer. Um, anyway, constantly running. Okay, and the
Right.
Mac is saying it should not happen, right? It's inefficient. So, and then I see what is this one here? Could not import service. Service cannot be loaded on this hardware on launch log. Your thoughts on that?
Right. Depends on what it was trying to load. Are you you weren't trying to download any new programs or anything, were you?
Oh goodness, no. There's no. I don't download. I do not
Okay.
download. I do
No,
not
I'm
download.
just asking.
No. Do not download. You can check
Yeah.
the system. There's nothing downloaded on this computer. On the only
Right.
thing was malware bytes, and I had that erased. Okay,
That kind of.
so
Yeah.
something is trying to download, right, on my computer. I have Apple ALS Manager. You see Manager and managed constantly. It says here flushed 44 logs, limit is 20. Launching IPC machine.
Not flushing. I mean, it automatically will flush certain logs, but you're not trying to. Yeah.
I'm not doing it,
Definitely.
right? There's a
No.
log.
I mean,
Go ahead.
there's something isn't working in the logging right there. That for some reason it's taking it out. I mean, it's almost for it to recycle stuff and make space, so it's not like just constantly piling logs.
Right.
But it doesn't show that the logs are showing up right either.
Okay, moving on.
I mean, from opening it out of the box, I mean, honestly, wiping it would be the best bet you could do.
Okay, so here's the kernel extensions, and they're all from February the 6th while it was sitting in my closet, and they're all restricted. All these processes are restricted.
Yeah.
Now, why would kernel have extensions?
Well, that's normal. Kernel extensions happen. That's part of the programming of the computer. There are kernel extensions. That's when we have the kernel panic setting. That's normal. But it should not have been happening on February 6th.
Okay.
But that's a and you're not using any RAID or anything on here, are you?
I'm using what?
RAID, like any. You're not networking or anything. You just said that.
Never, not at all.
I know.
I should.
And what did the Apple Store say? Did you show this to the Apple Store?
Well, everybody wants me to wipe it. Apple employees want me to wipe it, erase it. But I just want to know, should this happen once it's erased, then what?
No.
It should not happen. Okay?
No.
Okay. So I have a problematic computer. Okay, so none of this should have happened on that date, February the 6th. And when they wipe the computer, when I open it, that should be the first log. I should not see logs from hours before or a day before.
Exactly, because it should be wiped completely.
Okay, so I'm going to go through this really fast. I'm glad you told me that because I'm going to take it to the Apple Store and wipe it. I need you to send me an email so I can connect back with you. But before you do that, let me go. Are you recording? Is Apple recording my screen?
No, I mean they can, but right now we don't have any. Doesn't normally.
Okay, I don't mind if they're recording because I want this documented. Now, MDNS responder is a constant. Data is constantly coming from and going to MDNS responder. And I looked at it. It's a local network.
Yeah, but it's looking. It doesn't necessarily. No. See that one?
Okay.
It doesn't necessarily mean there's another thing on the network, but it is constantly looking to see if there's anything out there to connect to. That's normal.
Okay. So let me.
That isn't weird.
Okay. There's the restricted again. I'm gonna bypass this one. Okay. So I
Right.
turn off Wi-Fi, and data is constantly going in and out. There's packets in and out to MDNS responder. And there it says 6 and 6, and here it says 1,399, 1,000.
Sending out quite a bit. It's working overtime. This whole thing is just acting. It honestly, wiping, like I said, wiping would be the great thing, but it does feel like the computer, for some reason, the software is just out of whack.
Okay.
I don't think anything's trying to break into the computer, but the software is out of whack. It's not a hardware issue,
Okay.
but for some reason, the software is a little wonky.
So how would you know if it's a software or a hardware issue? What tells you that?
With the hardware would be like, there's just a definite, it was just a failure. Like, software, the whole, how do I explain it? Like, with the software, the kernel, all that stuff is software. All that is the programming inside the computer.
Okay.
Now, the hardware, like the disk, it would say disk error. It would be showing the hard drive wouldn't be showing up properly. There'd be a million things showing under, like, the disk itself.
Okay.
Like disk failures, and this one is all software. It's all like the software is picking up all these things happening that aren't happening.
Okay. So, this should not happen though, right? If I turn off Wi-Fi, I should not have this happening, yes?
No, it should not be happening.
Thank you. Okay, so data should not be moving because the store told me that once I turn this off, I should not see any data moving. So thank you for that. I'm going to go on, and then there's MDNS responder. So I found this, how to stop it. Okay, to go to terminal, key this in, and you can stop it. MDNS responder. So I did that, but there's a lock, and I keyed in my password, and it would not accept. It would not unlock. That lock would not unlock. Okay, at all. I could not stop it from sending and receiving information. There's a lock. There's a log there. Anyways, I'm going to bypass that one. Nothing works. So, netstat. There's filters, sockets, since boot, all of that. Your thought? Interface?
Part of it. It's all part of the
Problem, right? They should not happen, you're saying, right? Or is
there's
this...
a lot of misfiring. Like, the computer's looking for things that aren't there.
See, there's a multicast and there's a stream. IPv4 and IPv6 when there's no network. None.
Yeah, it's misfiring.
Okay, so, and then the other one is group membership. So I look at the log, it says that I have multicast group membership. I looked at it, and it tells it's a host, has a group membership, okay? Good. So here we go. See? Multicast group memberships. So apparently that means I'm going to go back one. It's a network device. It's from a group. You have a host?
Yeah.
Problem, yes?
Well, some of them have a host number with that IP address and everything, but the thing is, it doesn't show. Let me see that. And this is the only computer in the house?
The only one.
On the network. Okay. It's all showing that it thinks it's part of a network.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna so no, right? It shouldn't happen, right?
No.
Good. And then I have here the local groups that I found: primary group 98, 100, all of this. Okay, a lot of groups. I found a lot of groups, and then group members, but it gives me this false UUID. So group members, and then it says group membership is root. Okay, and then here we go. MDNS responder is leaving multicast group. Okay, so that's a no, right? Should not happen.
No. Yeah.
Thank you. And then here we go, multicast, lots of multicast all over. Here it says group is local group. Allow local user in network groups. So it seems to me there is really groups. No?
It's normal for it to look for a group, but it doesn't look like there is one involved here. So I don't know why it's thinking it's associated with one.
Okay, there's a group ID 20.
Right. That's natural for it to have a group ID that it would start with for the IP address, but there isn't one. There isn't a group. Why is it trying to attach?
Okay, it says private, finish logging in users.
Right.
Private. There should only be one user as in singular. And what's private? Because private is through the computer. Lots of private. 80% is private. And your thought on that?
No, from here it looks like you just have the now users like the computer will state users even if it's only one. Just letting you know that like it doesn't. It's generally like a term, but it's not. I'm not seeing multiple users here.
Okay.
That stuff looks pretty normal.
Okay. So
that's not so weird.
Do you know what APSD is? Because it's here.
The push notification. That's what brings the messages back and forth.
Okay, because I got a lot of APSD.
It's part of the message service.
Okay, so should I get is a push service? Should I show APSD when Wi-Fi is turned off?
No, because that would take Wi-Fi. No. Because that takes Wi-Fi. That takes the connection to work.
Right.
So that is a little weird.
Thank you. So then I look what is APSD. I search for everything, right? And somebody said it's cloud related. So here I am.
It is cloud related because it comes through iMessage.
Oh, right. So here I am, Wi-Fi off, but it says active process is Wi-Fi, and there's cloud.
Yeah, that shouldn't be working.
Okay. I have tech in screen time. It says text edit 34 minutes, and then I go to applications folder, and text edit has not been opened as yet. Last opened, doesn't show. So they're not congruent. Things are not congruent. They're different constantly.
No, they're not. And that's not uncommon. I'm just going to tell you straight, that's not uncommon.
Okay.
Like, especially with the storage, like, the disk storage between, like, disk utility and system preferences. Sometimes in console, the time, the usage, the time, that kind of thing is not 100% perfect.
Okay.
That's not unusual. But it shouldn't be so far off, and it shouldn't be happening when it's not logged in.
Okay. I have captured
But it's
data.
not uncommon to be off by some minutes and stuff.
So it's not uncommon for it to be off by minutes. So this is 34, and it goes on for hours. I've already checked it.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Okay. So this is capture data, and it's constantly being cleaned. Expected behavior or no?
Capture data. But you don't have one. No, that's a little different too.
Okay. And then I found users. There's a lot of users on the Mac. You want to comment on that?
Should be. That should just be your login time. But something, this computer's been acting funny since you got it. Something is not quite right.
Mm-hmm. So I have all these
It has a mind of its own. But I don't think, okay, the one thing I want to tell you for sure is it does not seem compromised. It just seems like it's having a moment.
Okay.
Like it's erroring, but it doesn't feel like it's compromised. I don't think you have to worry about that.
Okay. So all these users doesn't mean it's not an issue?
No.
Okay.
It's just different login times.
And have many more there are many users. right?
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that's separate users.
Okay. A lot of users
That's
again.
okay. Normal.
It's a
Yeah,
constants, many more. User again. User 200.
that's crazy.
User 262. User 205. By the way, what's XPC? This XPC agent is
Okay.
constantly running.
Hmm. 1 second.
Oh, you disconnected. Are you there? Hello? Hello? Ah, call ended. Yep. So call ended. Alrighty. So no more logs? And stop. Oh, there we go. Okay, we have sound. There we go. Stop.